I am powerful. I am strong. I am worthy. And I belong. To well. If this is your first time seeing this face, this beautiful face, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You can call me Janelle, okay? My name is Janelle, and I'm super excited to have you on my channel today. Please watch other of my reviews that I've made. I make amazing reviews. Right, please go back to them and watch, okay? But if you are a returning subscriber, you know the drill. Welcome back, loves. Welcome back. Thanks for always tuning in. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am powerful. I am strong. I am worthy. And I belong. Well, these are affirmations from the movie title Can You See Us? This is the movie I am going to be reviewing today. It's a very sensitive movie. Well, this movie was inspired by a musician, John Chiti. And the movie is a Zambian movie, okay? It would say the genre is family drama, right? And it was inspired by John Chiti, a musician from Zambia, who is Mwabi, right? So Mwabi is a term used to describe albinism, right, in Zambia. And this term was used in the movie, right? It's very sensitive. I'm going to go straight into this movie. This movie was directed by Kenny Mumba, okay? He's also a Zambian man. And John Chiti also was part of the people that wrote this movie, okay? Because of course it's his life, right? This story was written from his life, right? Great. It's a 2023 movie, but when it comes out, you're going to see 2022, right? I don't know why it's like that on Netflix. Maybe because they started production in 2022, and then when it comes out, Netflix just put it as a 2023 movie. Maybe it's the time of upload. I don't know. I've not confirmed that yet. I don't know how they do that, but I can say it's a 2023 movie. Let's get straight into the review. Okay, now Joseph. So John Chiti, the cast, right? Joseph is the child with albinism in the movie, right? The cast, right? And I think, yes, Joseph is John Chiti, right? So now in a village there was a pregnant woman who had a husband. They were both in the movie, they're both black, right? Black people, expecting that they're going to give birth to a black child, right? Guess what happened? She was in labor, but I'm going to remind you guys, right? The mother of the her husband didn't like her, right? But it wasn't a problem because the husband was saying, oh, this is my beloved wife. I love her. She has to be with me and all that. So he went to call the community doctor. But I think, yeah, when he got there, I don't know what happened, but they just showed them in the hospital, right? They were in the hospital. He was outside talking with his mom when they came to tell them that, yes, the baby's there, right? So he went in to check on his wife and his baby, and he angrily came out, right? He was so pissed that his wife is, and they have an albino they have a Moabi, right? Okay, so it's like I said before, it's a sensitive movie. His mother went in and checked and was like, oh, this is not my son's child, this is not my son's son, right? Anyway, this reaction almost made the mother of the child reject him too, right? Because she really loves her husband, and seeing that they were rejecting her child, she did not want to feed the baby. Baby was crying. There was a nurse who was there trying to make the baby stop crying, talking to the child like, you're such a beautiful child, I don't know why your mom is not feeding you yet, right? Although at the end of the day, of course, she had to accept her baby, so she accepted the child. When she got back home from the hospital, the husband did not even come close to the hospital again. So she went home. When she got home to the husband, the man had already decided that she was going to leave like that day. Right. So anyhow, she got home and there he was saying, why are you here and all that, and she was like, you left us at the hospital, like you did not even come to check on us again, right? And I'm back home and you're not still accepting your child. He made her leave the house that day. So anyway, she was in the taxi. He said the taxi was outside, so she took the taxi. She was in a taxi going, right? And the taxi man was like, I'm almost out of fuel, right? Where are you headed? So we know what we're doing, right? She was like, she doesn't have where she's headed. And he took them in. He became the father of the boy. He became the father to Joseph. He loved Joseph like his own, right? And then Joseph was now about 7, 6, 7-ish, there about 6, 7, 8. He wasn't allowed to go out. He was just watching like friends playing outside from his room, the window of his room, watching and all that. It was devastating, right? So there was one day Joseph decided to go out. His dad got him like there's this thing children used to play with, like a car that you could just play with. So he asked his dad, can I take it outside to play, but the dad was like, no. The mom was like, you can play with it in your bedroom, right? And then he went in there and he went outside. He took a headgear and went outside, and they collected his toy. The children that were playing outside collected his toy and were like, is this a ghost? What's this? A Moabi? They pushed him and they wanted to start beating him. And thank goodness, as of that time, the mom had noticed that Joseph wouldn't be that quiet when he's inside. So she went in there, looked for him, and then she had to run outside, knowing that he had stepped outside. She saved him. And then the father, who is the taxi driver who took them in, his sister had to talk to Joseph's mother, right? That you can't keep him indoors because people do not accept Moabites, right? So thank goodness. Oh, there was one part I missed. Now, the part where it was at night, Joseph was listening to children talking about a madman who lives in the community, that he throws children inside his well, right? So he got really scared. He was even asking his mom, like, do you think the madman is going to throw me in his well? Do you think, how children are so inquisitive and all that? She said no. So she started using that to threaten him not to go outside, right? But anyway, Joseph started schooling, and then the first day at school, the teacher was like, this is a new student, his name is Joseph. She called someone, please take this other seat. Joseph is going to take the other seat. And the boy was like, no, That seat is not occupied, but it's for my bag. You can see how rude some children can be, right? And then a girl said, "You can come and sit here." You can imagine. She was so sweet. And he went there, sat down with her, and they became friends. They were playing together, until one day they were coming back from school, and then two men drinking in a restaurant saw him, and then they were like, "Oh, that's money. That's money," right? If you know what it means, I've heard of people who use, in quotes, who use people who are abused to get money, right? But in this movie they made it very clear. So these men planned to get hold of Joseph. So one day Joseph was going back home with his friend, and then they caught them. The girl was able to escape, but they started cutting Joseph's leg. The first cut went in. The second was when his mom came, because the girl that escaped went home to call his mom, and then two other guys followed them. They were able to save Joseph. And then a part I skipped, right? Joseph was running away from Joseph was running away from the children in the neighborhood. The next day he went out to get his toy that they took from him the first time he went outside. So he got the toy and they started chasing him, and then he ran into the madman's house without knowing. That man was not mad. They were just calling him a madman. He does music, and then that's pretty much it, right? So he ran into the madman's house, and then he was scared that the madman was going to put him in his well, but he was like, "Well, no, I don't throw children inside any well." Right? But yeah, that was it. That was when the man brought a guitar and started singing, and then Joseph knew that he wanted to learn how to play the guitar and learn how to sing, so he started teaching him. So when Joseph's mom realized that this thing, they were after her son, right? She thought it was this madman that sent those people to kill her son, but it wasn't him, right? Anyway, they had to move to the city because people in that community were not accepting Joseph. And I think the mom and the dad wanted to go and check the city to come back. The day they went, they were involved in an accident and they died. Right, and that was the beginning of wahala for Joseph. So the family people had to take Joseph back to his dad. Right. So they took Joseph back to his dad. It was terrible because when they got there, the dad was married and had two kids already, a boy and a girl. Joseph's age, right? They were both Joseph's age. And guess what? They've been married for 12 years. The man, that's Joseph's biological dad, did not even tell his new wife that he was married before. But anyway, she wanted Joseph, that's the wife of Joseph's biological dad, wanted Joseph out of the house so bad. She planted money in his room saying he stole it, his dad beat him up, so they had to take him to a boarding house. He was there. He was accepted. That was really shocking to me. He was accepted. He was doing music. Before he left the other community where he was with his mom and his adopted dad, the madman gave him the guitar, right? So he kept practicing. And so in this boarding house, guess who he met? He met his friend from his primary school in that community in the city, and it was amazing for him because she encourages him. And then yes, that was the beginning of his career, because he started singing in school. People got used to him, people liked him, they liked the way he sang, they liked the way he was playing, and the rest. He became, yes, a teenager, doing music. And one day he was invited to come and sing in a very big concert, and his dad came, apologized. The way the whole movie was, like, I didn't expect the twist, right? I didn't know that the mom was going to die, right? I was expecting that, okay, I actually saw like the end of the movie from the beginning. I was like, oh, the mom is not going to die. Like when Joseph grows up to become a well-known guy, he's now going to be famous, the dad will now come and apologize, not knowing that there was going to be a twist where the mom is going to die. But I didn't like the part that his mom died. It's no, I didn't like that part. But anyway, it's someone's story, so of course. Anyway, yeah, so Joseph had to forgive his dad, of course. He had to forgive his dad. So he forgave his dad, and yeah, he went back to that community where he grew up with his mom and met the madman, hugged him, and was like, you are powerful, you are strong, you are worthy, you belong. It was amazing, right? Joseph, I know, yeah, I wouldn't let me not say Joseph again. John Chiti, who is the real character, right? But John Chiti is now, like I said before, it's a sensitive story, but it's just a movie review, right? I'm just reviewing this movie, but I'm trying to put out a message, right? When I was in school in my university days, I had a roommate who is Moabi, right? Who is a Moabi, who is, yes, albino, right? It wasn't a problem for me. It's not these people are normal people, normal people in my room, right? Because it was a hostel where a big, like, there were big rooms with bunks, right? So we had 6 people in my room. There were people who liked to pick a fight with her, but I understood, because yeah, she's kind of different from what you are, right? So I don't know. Please, in all, let's be kind, let's be good, let's love people, let's appreciate people, right? They didn't make themselves like that. Nobody knows how to make anybody, right? You can make a cup of tea for yourself, you can make whatever, right? But you cannot make a person, you cannot create a person. That's the word, right? So let's love, okay? Let's love. Anyway, I'm happy now. Thank you so much. I'm so happy I did this review today. Thank you so much for watching this review. If you have not subscribed and you have watched to this time, please, for more reviews, please subscribe to my channel. Please drop a comment. Please do not forget to like, give a thumbs up, please. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on my next one. See you next time. Bye bye. Unstoppable, I'm a Porsche.